And so when I started getting dates from men and I felt like I was trying to play catch up.
Who are the bigger simps? The soft guys who make equal demands of women, or the alphas who want to protect, provide, and serve women? Do you think that men are incapable of love?
I borrowed money from my man. I kind of felt weird about that because he knew I really needed it and he never offered to give it to me.
Putting it simply, I think it would be fun to have a foreign boyfriend. Hugs and kisses. Woo! Man, these women want hugs and kisses. Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you're getting my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
So I just watched a video on my For You page about decentering men. And I remember when this whole conversation was happening on TikTok, I, truth be told, got a little bit defensive. Because when all this was happening, I thought when people said decenter men, it meant, oh, we shouldn't be going on dates, we shouldn't be dating men, blah, blah, blah. And then after watching her video, I was like, oh, yes, this makes so much sense about decentering men moving through your life and how that in turn is beneficial. And as someone who made a lot of mistakes when they were in the dating scene, because I was in the trenches for years and I made a lot of mistakes, adjust things, met my fiance, I'm getting married next summer, I realized there was a good chunk of my life where I was centering men and it was so obvious and I could cringe now thinking about it. And I think a lot of that stemmed from the fact that I was a late bloomer. I didn't really date till I was in my mid-20s. I didn't really have a boyfriend in high school. Well, I did for like 2 weeks, so I don't really count that. But I didn't really date in college. I was not someone who got attention from men. I was always the one like watching on the side. And so when I started getting dates from men and I felt like I was trying to play catch up. And so I would put myself out there so much to the fact that I would drop every single little thing to meet a man. And looking back, I'm glad I changed my ways because then I met my fiance. But looking back, I realized like that was not beneficial and it's not beneficial for anyone. To the point where I would make my schedule revolve around theirs. If they, like, I was essentially too available. Anytime they were free, I was available. And I realized when they say decenter men, it means you live your life and you make that man, if you're choosing to date, work around your life. And you've got going on, and if you're available, you're available. And if you're not, you're not. And you live your life and the train is moving and they can either jump on or jump off and hit the high road. And I will be the first person to tell you, well, not the first person, that when you have so much going on and you are living your life and you are doing that thing and men are interested in you, like truly interested in you, and they see that you are doing a thing, not a care in the world with or without them, they will try to get your attention. They will.
You know what she's missing, right? She said, okay, so what she's saying is the woman becoming the man, because that's what men need to do. Men need to decenter woman so they can get her on their purpose. So she's talking about her getting her purpose. She met her man who may not be on his purpose, how she's saying. Now, this is coming from a late bloomer who didn't get anybody. So I get it, right? She was all chasing after a guy. Yes. She shouldn't be chasing like that to where she's throwing her whole life away for a guy. But if she's not chasing and a guy is focusing on her too much, maybe he's not focusing on himself. We're back to the same argument, woman becoming men. And this is exactly why guys have checked out, because I'll tell you, it'd be the same thing. 10 years later, oh, everything wasn't right. Where's my husband?
Work really hard to be like, wow, this woman has got her going on. If I'm going to make my way into her life, I really have to step my game up. And that's exactly what happened when I met my fiance, because he's like, he saw that I had a lot going for myself. I was doing my thing with or without him. I was like, cool, this train is moving. Do you want to jump on or get off? And he's like, that was one of the things I really admired about you, was because you were doing your own thing. And you're like, yeah, cool. Do you want to be here with me? If not, cool. Got things to do. Bye. And so since I've been sharing dating tips about all the mistakes I made when I was in the dating scene, this was definitely one of the huge things that I made when I was dating, was I centered men, and I realized looking back how uneventful that was. And then when I started to make that shift of just focusing on me and doing me, and then intentionally dating to meet my person, it was such a drastic shift, and I ended up meeting such an amazing guy. So yeah, this is your sign. Like, if you feel like you have been centering men, that simple adjustment will make all the difference.
And there you have it. There you have it. She's trying to sell a program or sell her services to help people, which is not really helping people. How do I explain? Like, a guy like me will say, put yourself in a position where you'll find women that are more desirable and that want you more. Makes a lot of sense what the passport bros are saying. Now, she is trying to tell women decenter men. Yes, everybody should decenter what's going on with the opposite sex to a point. Because if a woman doesn't make a man her everything, especially a man that's worth it, it's a little bit from the red pill, but not quite there. I'm saying take a little bit from that, and I'm saying suggestions to men. This is what men are supposed to do. Take a little bit from that, decenter, but then focus on yourself and put yourself in a position where you can be in other places. Yes, you realize your sky's the limit. But she's selling her book and many other things, and we already know about that, right? She's back to a sprinkle.
Soft guy era is a TikTok trend of men finally realizing their worth and demanding that women equally contribute to their relationship, often financially. Who are the bigger simps? The soft guys who make equal demands of women, or the alphas who want to protect, provide, and serve women?
The alpha males, because they automatically want to do what they're supposed to do as males for women. I second that.
You see, as you said that, they automatically want to do what they're supposed to do as women. That's not answering the question. We'll take it, though.
Because they're already ready to give you everything. Like, they're ready to provide and take care of you. So they're already basically simping.
Huh? So why do you think men aren't advocating for 50-50 relationships or soft guy era?
Because I think that men naturally want to be alphas, but then again, the ones that are in their soft guy eras, I kind of think they're just following the trend and they're pretending like they don't want to provide when they really do.
It's 2024. Everybody's following a trend.
Some men aren't looking for 50-50. Some men will be able to provide and they're confident in their ability to provide. They just want a woman to be able to emotionally cater to his needs and serve him in a different way.
Emotionally cater to my needs. Men don't need emotions taken care of, right? That's not what we're about. Men want a woman to take care of their needs at home and also, in other ways, emotionally take care of their needs. No, that's not what it's about. See, it's in a lot of these women's head and they don't see it. Most women want to take something without giving anything. And then they want a man they want the pie in the sky, but don't want to deliver anything. And guys are done with it. Because with the way that the market is nowadays and how bad things are, you got to bring something to the table, baby. You got to put them dollars right here and pay your equal share. Put them dollars here and pay your equal share. That's a good saying, and stick to it. I got to say this. I love the way that man asks questions because he puts women and men in a position to where it's like you have to answer the way he wants you to answer. And it proves his whole point. But let me get on to the next one.
Why do so many women today say they don't need a man?
Because we're independent as hell.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
What? He could learn one or two things from a woman.
Like what?
Love. Yeah. Love.
Okay. Do you think that men are incapable of love without a woman teaching them?
No.
Why do women think they're the ones who should define love and emotions?
Because we're more passionate, right? Yeah. We're more passionate.
Where's the evidence of that?
We birth.
Okay. All right.
They have nothing to say because men love women, right? We love you to death. But sometimes women can be the most treacherous human beings on the face of the earth. That don't mean we don't love you. When guys say they're going about their way, it's because they need to decenter themselves. They do. And women only respect men who decenter themselves. And that's a fact.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather?
Word. Okay, before you tell me that I'm everything that is wrong with women these days, listen to what I'm really saying. Listen all the way through. So I, a couple months ago, had lost my job and I needed to borrow money from someone until I was able to pay them back. So I borrowed money from my man, right? My man at the time. And I kind of felt weird about that because he knew I really needed it and he never offered to give it to me.
She's not my responsibility. She was your girlfriend.
He waited until I asked, and then I basically had to beg because he was, asking all these questions. I don't usually give money out, this whole thing, and it already gave me the ick. Like, literally, when he said, like, I don't usually give money out, I was just like, okay, and I was just not finna talk to him. Like, I was gonna stop talking to him because after that, it's like, if, I know you can help me, and if you don't want to, then we're having a little bit of a disconnect and I'm gonna find a man who will. Like, it's not that deep. I wasn't gonna get mad, I was just gonna, stop talking to him. But then he decided he was gonna give me the money, right? No, he wasn't gonna give it to me, he was gonna loan it to me. Whatever, cool. I said I would pay him back at the end of the month. The end of the month has come. I've been thinking about it. I have a lot of things I need to get done, and I'm still like really behind in bills because of the fact that I lost my job. So I'm trying to play catch up, and I finally got a little bit of money, right? So he texted me this morning, and he's like, "Oh, has your check still not cleared yet? I haven't received the money," which already is a sassy like way of asking for the money back.
Break up with her.
But granted, he shouldn't have had to ask. I should have just sent it to him. So anyways, I sent him the money, but the problem is right now, like, I kind of have the ick and I don't want to talk to him anymore.
We do not care.
Am I everything that's wrong with women these days? Like, because he did nothing wrong and he was actually very helpful. It was a lot of money and a lot of men wouldn't have even, loaned it to me, and he did, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think he's a great person. He's going to make whoever he ends up with very happy. I just personally feel like he's not, like, I don't think that this is going to work. Like, not that I was expecting him. I don't know what I was expecting. But for him.
You was expecting him to give you the money, no strings attached.
My point exactly.
That's what you were expecting. And I understand him totally. Whenever I lend someone money, I don't lend money anymore. I've lent people money back in the day with the intention they weren't going to pay me back. Like, whenever I've given money to family, I give it to them with the intention they can't pay me back. Especially brothers and sisters. It's like I just give them the money. But I don't give money for that reason. I don't want to feel like I have to hawk people take that money is with people's emotions. Like, especially if you're giving like $1,000. I've given people money before and said, you know what? I take it as a loss already. I see it as money I can lend out. And then I don't do it again. Especially if they never pay me back, don't ask me. You already got the money that you need. But that's what happened. And she's leaving him because of it.
Him to text me, like, I don't know. It just was like, just the fact of me giving him the money back is weird because, I'm still kind of struggling and I'm still kind of trying to get back on my feet after being, laid off. And so I could really use that. And he knows I could really use that. And he still asked for it back, which he's well within his rights because we did have a deal and he upheld his side of the bargain, but I upheld my, and I did what I said. I gave it to him immediately. No, ifs, ands, or buts. But I'm going to stop talking to him now. And because I just can't even look at him the same anymore. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but like I kind of have the ick. Is it wrong? Is it because I grew up like with men in my life who were constantly doing whatever I asked them to do? Is it because I grew up spoiled?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Or is it just because I feel like my husband wouldn't have asked for the money back? I think that's where the disconnect is. Like, I'm looking to get married, and anybody who doesn't come off as someone who might be my husband, I kind of just am like, you're cool, but like, we're probably not going to go far. So I think him asking for the money back made me realize, like, this is not as serious as I thought it was. And so I'm kind of just going to I'm going to stop talking to him. But I want y'all to let me know if I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
Regardless of what y'all think, I'm still going to stop talking to him. But I want y'all to let me know, like, or somebody, because I don't understand really why I feel like this. I just feel like it. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. Like, he's a great guy. I don't know why I'm doing this, but like, I'm just going to do it. I don't know.
That's wild, man. That's wild. Like, that's why the soft guy era is a thing. Listen to all those guys say. These women are broke. They're broke and it's showing. Like, this is wild. She's upset because he asked. That's why he said what he said. I feel the same way. I'm not going to give anyone money. Girlfriend? Oh, no. Don't get involved with that. But you know what? You have a girlfriend. She expects money because, like she said, she thinking, oh, I wouldn't take you serious as a husband. Don't date a guy. Maybe he doesn't see you as a wife. Now, look at this. Relationship done. All because he lent her money. That's why he didn't want to do it.
People in Japan are now marrying their friends over romantic partners. Young Japanese people are now engaging in legal unions called friendship marriages. These marriages center around companionship rather than romantic. They provide practical benefits such as tax breaks, societal acceptance, and the ability to live together or apart and pursue outside relationships. Couples will openly discuss living arrangements, finances, and even fridge space before tying the knot to ensure compatibility. Japan's first friendship marriage agency, called Coloris, has facilitated around 500 marriages since 2015, with some even raising children. The agency reports around 1.24 million people are possible candidates for such an arrangement. The average participant is 32.5 years old, well-educated, and financially stable. Around 70% of friendship marriages aim to have children.
That's wild. So they aim to have children. So I'm guessing you're having children with your friends is okay because you know everything about them, you trust them, or you may feel they're beautiful. You want beautiful kids. That could never be done in the West because of the way. Well, it could be done in certain places, certain states, I guess, but not really because of the way the percentages work with divorce. Say if someone makes a lot of money, he gets taken for everything, and he has to pay that a ton of money. And this girl's saying, brilliant, but can that be done here? Well, not here. I'm in the Philippines. But could that be done in the West? I don't think so.
付き合ってみたかったことはありますか？
あります。あります。あります。あります。あります。あります。あります。はい。はい。ありますね。あります。あります。
なんでですか？
もう背が高くてハンサム。Cool.
So they're talking about dating foreigners, most likely dating black guys. They're saying, would you date one? Yes, 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 yes. Why? Because they're cool. Instead of going to go into why they would.
かっこいいから、かっこいいから。国際交流とかしてみたいなって思って、単純に。
Putting it simply, I think it would be fun to have a foreign boyfriend.
楽しそうやなって。なるほど。
楽しそう。
I think it would be fun.
アクティブそう。
They seem active because they're cool. They're seriously cool. They seem like gentlemen. What's the biggest difference between foreign and Japanese guys? Expressions of love. They express love very often. Oh, they want love. Hugs. Woo. Man, these women want hugs and kisses. Woo. They want to be loved on. They look like, I pause it real quick. She look like she's dying of love right here, this girl. Look, she's like, just kiss me. Brackman. Kiss my face. Kiss my head. Kiss everywhere. And they're like, I like that. Could you imagine?
日本人との一番大きな違いは何だと思います？
愛情表現。顔が綺麗だから。
Because their face is beautiful.
愛情表現とか。
All right.
Why they like
I'm
foreigners?
gonna just have to not listen to them for a second. I just gotta be honest, okay? As someone who has dated in Japan, majority of the time when they say these things, there's a specific type that they're talking about. Now, I'm not saying that it's exclusive to white people too, because I know a lot of people love to say that on the internet. Any dude that does well wherever they're from will most likely do well anywhere else. If you did not do well in the US, because I think most passport bros come from the US, you're not going to do well over here.
That's what who said.
Huh? You see this dude trying to throw salt in the game? You see this, right? If you didn't do well in the US, you're not going to do well over here. That's a lie. What he's trying to say is you have to have a winning attitude. You have to believe you can. And what he doesn't understand is guys are going over there believing they can. And I say it all the time. I talk about this in my Black Filipino channel when guys want to come to the Philippines. I say, look, you need to have character. You got to have these things. Say it that way. Don't just shoot guys down. He's young. He doesn't understand. Don't just shoot guys. Oh, if you can't do it there, you can't do it here. Where's the fighting chance? He's not giving guys a fighting chance.
Here. Their idea of, because they're tall, they're handsome, doesn't come from looking at foreign people that come here. Sometimes it may, but majority of the time it just comes from Hollywood. So, cause like I'll meet Japanese people sometimes and they'll tell me like, oh, you're tall, or you have nice style, meaning like proportions or whatever it may be. You know, you have like a nice features or whatever. And I tell them like, yo, this isn't just because I'm foreign or I look foreign, because I'm mixed. So I'm technically like, I am
Japanese. Yeah, I see that.
It's not because of that. And sometimes they're like, oh yeah, because you're mixed, you have nice features. So it's like, no, I have nice features from your perspective because I just do. A lot of these girls just don't know. And they're caught up in Hollywood and the whole vision of like...
See, this dude right here, he's mixed up, right? He's mixed up. He doesn't understand like an ugly dude can go out there. A dude that may not and have a certain way he can dress nice and talk a certain way and approach women a certain way and still get women. He has no clue. I doubt he's a pickup artist, right? I doubt, and not even a pickup artist, but a guy that has the confidence to go out there and talk to 50 women a night. But there's a lot of guys that are coming to Japan that have done the work and have gone through the rejection and that don't mind, that understand they won't get every woman they meet. If you're going over anywhere thinking every woman you meet is gonna like you, that's just wrong. But the proof is in the pudding. Guys have seen other guys do it. Go out there with a language translator app, talking to a woman, and then they're talking to the language translator app. So what are you saying, bro? But yeah, guys get it. I don't know what's up with this dude, but guys ain't listening to him because they realize it's definitely more to life. Listen to people like this.
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Cash for no.
So he's come.